called Stick It Out.
Hey everyone, we are halfway through our Stick It Out series. This is episode number 4. As always, we're going to tell you the song we had for the last 2 weeks. We're going to tell you what we think of it now, and then later on, we're going to get a new song for the next 2 weeks. So, without further ado, Sarah, why don't you go ahead, tell us a song you had and what you think of it.
Okay, I had Bastille Day, and before the last month, I think I didn't not like it. I just never got into it. But I think that I often just overlooked it. Like I didn't exactly give it a chance. I hadn't like really given it a chance since I was younger, because I've been a fan for like my whole life. Anyways, I waited to listen to it until I was like in like the right mood, and I ended up listening to it in the car on my way on like a little mini road trip, and I listened to it once. That was all I needed. I love it. That was it. And then that's not true. I did listen to it again on like another mini road trip, but just to like show I'm like, hey, Jared, to my husband, I was like, hey, listen to this. Like, what do you think? And we listened to the whole Progressive Steel album. So yeah, I still don't think that it's necessarily like, I think for me, it's maybe more of like a driving album. Like I only listen to moving pictures when I am driving. And I think that Progressive Steel is probably the same for me. It's not exactly one that I'd listen to like around the house, because I constantly am playing Rush music in the house, but I definitely I love the song. I don't know what I was thinking before. I won't skip it anymore.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome song.
Yeah,
It's pretty rocking, upbeat, fun.
It's pretty accurate though. Like I feel like it's definitely a driving tune. It definitely best in the car. Yeah, that one. All right. For me, I had from Vapor Trails, I had the song called Nocturne. And how I'm feeling about it now is I like it. I think it's a cool song. I like the kind of like screaming in the background that you hear, which I assume is Geddy, like kind of silently screeching almost is what it sounds like. It's kind of a weird song. It's not like, it kind of reminds me of like Double Agent in a way from Counterparts, just because of the topic that to me the song is about like sleep or and dreams and that type of thing. I didn't really dive too much into the lyrics or any further meaning behind it, but that's kind of what I got out of it. And I found it also kind of funny that I got the song about sleep, and Jerry got the song that probably puts us all to sleep. We'll get to that in a little bit, but yeah. So, am I gonna skip it? Well, I will say I probably listened to it about 15 or so times, and really all I needed was a couple listens to know that I like it. I don't love it. I just like it. And if you ask me if I'll skip it, well, the morning says the answer is yes. I probably would skip it because I feel like it's this type of song I have to be in the right mood for. That doesn't mean again that I dislike it. It's just something that I'm not gonna go to this song selection in my car, which is where I listen to most of my music, and be like, okay, let me willingly listen to Nocturne, and not gonna be that type of thing. But yeah, it's a cool song. I'll skip it every once in a while. Sometimes I'll listen to it. It's just middle of the road rush tune for me at this point.
What's the mood that you have to be in?
That's a good question.
You said
you've stumped me.
If I'm in the mood, what's the mood?
I'm in the mood.
A sleepy mood.
Lack of discern.
Not really sleepy, because I feel like it's not a song that puts you to sleep, right? It's a song that is kind of rocking. It's kind of heavy, as is all of Vapor Trails, really. I guess it's just a song that I have to want to listen to it. I guess that if that's a mood, like I have to.
Force
you know,
yourself?
No, not force myself, but
Today I'm going to listen to Nocturne.
it's the type of thing where I feel like I'm gonna have
sort
to
of
either
a-
be in a Vapor Trails mood, or because I'll just listen to it in order, like I've been doing lately, or it's gonna be one of those songs that just comes up and gets stuck in my head for one day randomly, and all right, then I'll go put on Nocturne, type of thing, which happens all the time with random songs for me. So
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good song.
All right, cool. All right, my song was The Main Monkey Business. How I felt about it before was that I thought it was boring, one of the most boring instrumentals. So I listened to it definitely not 15 times, probably like 5 or 6. I only needed about 2 times to listen to it. It is not boring. I do not feel it's boring anymore. I like it. It's a cool song. It's not my favorite instrumental. I'm going to say that I don't love it, but I do like it a lot. Would I skip it? Probably not.
That's a ring.
But I mean,
Yeah,
well,
that's
I know.
reassuring.
It's
I was-
it's a little
I was
it's
ready
a
to
little
go
non-committal.
Run around
Right.
my pool table in excitement that you were gonna like it,
Yeah.
but I guess that's
No,
not
I
gonna happen.
do. I do like it. I do. I don't love it, but I like it.
All right.
It's definitely not one of my favorite. Well, I have a few favorite instrumentals, and people who know me really, really, really well know what they are. And Malignant Narcissism will always be above The Main Monkey Business for me. I'll just
Okay.
say that. So,
Yeah.
but
They're
it's cool.
vastly different,
They're extremely different. Like all of their instrumentals are quite different. Although Malignant Narcissism has a sort of a YYZ-esque vibe to me a little bit. But yeah, all the instrumentals are very different.
Well, I meant especially those two. You've got a
Oh, yeah,
2-minute
extremely
one in Malignant Narcissism, and you've got
Mhm.
a 6-minute one in The Main
6
Monkey Business
minutes of
where
that
it
one.
repeats a couple times. Yeah.
And they go through different changes, and it's kind of mellow and laid back, and it gets pretty rockin' stuff.
Right.
So yeah. But yeah, it's a cool instrumental. It's a cool instrumental. I don't find it boring anymore.
Well, okay, Jerry. I feel the coming of a new day here. So
You
Dark's
do?
Dark's giving way to light a new way. So what do you think?
Well, my song was Rivendell. Before I listened to it, it was not my favorite song. Thought it was a little slow. It lacked any kind of dynamic qualities at all, and might have been a little boring. Should I say the word boring?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
You can say that.
Sarah's saying, oh, no, I cannot say the word boring.
I just love
I'll say
Ribbon.
it.
I don't think it's boring.
And so
I'll
I
say
listened,
it.
So I listened to it. Well, here's the thing: is that usually like I said before, I put the song that I'm listening to on a playlist 20 times, and then have a song at the end, so I know when the playlist is over. This time I only put the song on 5 times because I knew there was no way I was listening to it 20 times in a row. That was never happening. So I put it on 5 times in a row, and I put Johnny Cash's version of "Personal Jesus" by Depeche Mode as the 6th song. So
That's great.
when the playlist was over, and I never even made it to the Johnny Cash song. I could not listen to it 3 times in a row. I just could not listen to it 3 times in a row. I
Yeah.
did listen to it about 12 or 15 times. Oof.
But not in a row.
But not in a row,
That
yeah.
was 2 or 3 times in a row, and I'm like, after 2 or 3 times, you're like, wait, where does this song begin and where does it end? There's no,
Yeah, I know.
there's no difference
I know.
between the beginning of the song and the end of the song. It just seems to start over again. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. There's no dynamic qualities in the song at all.
It's an infinite loop.
It's an
So did
infinite
you-
loop.
Did you feel any?
I felt nothing. I felt nothing.
Well, I had that was my very first Stick It Out song that I had. And after I listened to it, I did find that individual parts of the song did have beauty. and the way that Geddy plays.
Did
the
have
guitar, the
what,
way
Jim?
his-
You said? What were we?
Beauty.
Oh,
It
beauty.
was-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So the way he played was very pretty. It was very musical. But the song as a whole, I think I'd still feel kind of the same that you did, Jerry.
Yeah.
But did you feel any of that at all when you were listening to it?
No, I mean,
Nope.
I maybe. I mean, obviously, the guitar playing is very nice.
Mhm.
It's just nothing that I find I can grab onto in that song and
So it's not in your top
appreciate. No, it's not even in the. It's like
10.
not even in the bottom 10. It's like bottom 5. So I didn't. My mind has not been changed.
That
I'm so
probably
sorry.
echoes a lot of Rush fans. I mean,
Somebody out there, his favorite song or her favorite song
yeah,
is
maybe.
Rivendell, and
Well, I don't know if you noticed, Jerry, but over the
Probably
last couple of days, in my personal Instagram story, I threw up a
Yes,
photo.
I have. Yep.
You've noticed, okay, and
I
I
have
played
noticed.
Rivendell
Alright.
every single day just for the purpose of this. And
know. That's how I got in a listen.
all right, that's fair. I did that on purpose, just to see if you'd notice. And
Oh,
yeah, and today being Sunday, that we record these on Sundays, on our secondary Instagram account, Rush Lyrics, I purposely posted the lyrics for Rivendell today for you. So
So that's it.
and tagged you in it. So I was
I know.
kind of hoping that you'd
Nice.
come around on it. But yeah, all
I'm
right.
so sorry.
That's
So
fair.
sorry.
I feel like you came around more on
Okay,
Taishan
man.
than you did on Rivendell. Honestly,
Yeah,
is that accurate?
that is accurate.
Okay,
That's very true.
that's fair.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well,
There we go.
yeah. Next, we'll tell you what songs, which 4 songs we have left. So, Sarah, we'll start with you.
Okay, sorry, my baby's having too much fun, so you'll hear him. But I have By Tor, The Snow Dog, The Wreckers, Take a Friend, and Halo Effect.
All right. My 4 remaining songs are "The Stars Look Down," "Carve Away the Stone," "Tears," and "Witch Hunt."
All right, my 4 left are Before and After, Resist, Earthshine, and BU2B2.
And mine are Dog Years, The Twilight Zone, You Bet Your Life, and Stick It Out.
That's fun. It makes Jim laugh every time.
I know.
It does. It really does.
All right. So as always, we're gonna spin the big wheel here, and wait a second. All right. Share my screen. You guys see this?
Sure.
Yep,
All right.
I do.
So this is for Sarah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, one thing I will say is based on last week's wheel spinning where we just put our names on here, I also added our own names onto the wheel now so that there is the possibility for you to get yourself to where you can choose your own song as a little added dynamic. So let's spin the big wheel here.
Be your own. There you go.
There we go.
That's the one I wanted.
That's the one you wanted.
Yeah, it is. So I'm excited. That's cool.
By Tor.
All right.
Nice.
It's a very interesting pick.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us why it's on your list to begin with? Because you were added last week, or last episode.
Honestly, I don't know how it got on my list.
Just showed up.
Somebody put it there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know why it's on my list. But maybe just because I've never gotten into it. Like I'm actually really the reason I'm excited about it like more than I would be the other ones is because I kind of want to more like dive into it. Like with Bastille Day, like I didn't really dive into the lyrics or anything at all, but I think I will more with By Tor and the Snow Dog and like that kind of thing. So maybe that's why it's on there because I'm just not super into it. But I've never hated it as a song. I don't know. It's one of those ones I don't exactly like know the lyrics to. Like I don't have it memorized or anything. So
You just
Yeah.
wanted to get more into it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's completely
Yeah.
fine. All right.
Cool.
All right. Here's my wheel. All right, Ryan, you ready? Yep, I'm ready. Okay.
Lovely.
Lovely, he says. All right, go ahead.
All right, I get to pick yours, huh? You know what? I think we'll go with Witch Hunt.
Okay.
Just because I love it. No other reason.
Yeah. Well, that's cool because I've actually been religiously listening to the Camera Eye and Vital Signs recently. So why not listen to all three kind of in
Just
order?
yeah, just like put
And-
that side of the record on and let it go.
And I feel like between Sarah's pick and my pick, Vitor and Witch Hunt are kind of two more under the radar, popular-ish Rush songs, right? So they're not like huge hits or anything, but they're kind of beloved
Right.
tracks. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a cool aspect. Yeah, I had that on here. I added that last time, as I mentioned. It's only on here because it's just my least favorite track from what's widely considered Rush's most popular album. So I figured I'd just give it another listen because there wasn't really any other songs that I could have put on here in replacement of Time and Motion, which I'm listening to for the deep dive test for Echo this month. So, all right. Let's see, Jim, your turn. Maybe I'll get lucky. I'll get to pick Jim's song.
I just know whoever picks BU2BT for me doesn't like me.
The wheel did.
The wheel doesn't like you.
The wheel does not like me.
The wheel. is not your
Oh
friend.
man.
Yeah. I don't really know if I have to explain why this song is on my list. Because it's like, how long is this thing? It's basically a short. What would you call it?
It's interstitial music.
Yeah, it's
filler.
yeah. Basically, it's a part that kind of, I think it just sort of ties the story. It's just part of tying the story together. Right? It's 1:27 long, and it's, I've never really viewed it as a song. So that's why it's on my list.
All right.
I shall attempt
Interesting to see if,
20 listens, but very possible, like Jerry's Rivendell, that might be extremely challenging.
It's only 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. It's not too long, at least. I could knock that out in less than an hour.
Right. Less than a half an hour.
get it over with.
Yeah.
All right. I'm very interested to see what you say next time. All right, let's spin the wheel for Jerry. Well. Jerry
Look
gets
at
to
that.
pick his
Hey,
own song.
Has to pick his own.
All right. I'm going to tear the Band-Aid off and go with Dog Ears.
Yes.
Ah,
All right.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm glad you picked that because I was hopeful you got that last week because you came around on virtuality. So
Uh-huh.
We'll see
gonna-
about about this one.
I'm gonna take
Give me some
take
advice.
a little guess here and say that I think Jerry's gonna come around on Dog Ears. I do. I don't think you're gonna think as highly of it as you did virtuality, but I do think you're gonna come around on it because I feel like a lot of people come around on the Test for Echo stuff.
Okay. Okay. I would wager a bet, but then that would throw off my motivation.
That's fair.
Unless
Yeah.
the bet is that I take the bet that I'm going to like it and you take the bet that I'm still going to hate it.
Well, if you want
I hope you
advice
like it.
for this one, because I've been really listening to this as I mentioned prior because of the Test for Echo deep dive. This is not going to be one we're going to be diving into, but I've been listening to it. Yeah, a lot of people think this song is really cheesy, and I think that's what you said on the prelude when you said why you didn't like it. It's just kind of
Yep.
goofy, and it is. It's just goofy, but that's what Rush does. They're just kind of goofy guys, you know. And I think this is a perfect example of that. I do think at the point of Test for Echo, they were kind of maybe out of ideas. Perhaps they're not. It's not a fantastic thematic album like Roll the Bones or Counterparts were before it, that type of thing. But I think if I'm going to give you any advice, it's the same thing I said with Virtuality. Try to enjoy the music first. It's kind of like alternative, like punky music, I think some might say. And all the dog puns and all that, and it's super cheesy, but I think Geddy sounds great. I think his voice sounds great, and I appreciate this song more because Geddy sounds great, singing, and the bass sounds great, and just the music sounds great as well. I just enjoy this tune, and I think the more you listen to it, my suggestion would be, if you hate it on the first try, give it the 20 listens, because I think the more you listen to it, the more you'll come around on it.
Okay.
It's not exactly. It's one that you listen to once, you turn it right off. You listen.
I agree. Like the more you listen to it, the less cheesy it becomes because the music is so good.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. The music is really good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's.
Well,
it's
I'll try to
pretty
take
cool.
I'll try to take George Michael's advice and listen without prejudice, and we'll see what happens.
All
And
right.
have faith.
Have faith, right?
Don't stick your tail between your ears. All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Stick It Out. If you are following along with us and choosing a song every episode with us, and let us know in the comments what song you chose. Wheelofnames.com if you want to spin the wheel yourself to get another song for next time. And we will try to enjoy Bytor and the Snow Dog, Witch Hunt, Jim Head.
YouTube too.
Oh yeah, Good Luck. And Jerry,
Thank you.
I've already forgot what you had. And Jerry, Dog Years. So we'll try to enjoy those songs, and we'll tell you what we think of them next time. See you later, everyone.